This episode of Joe Genius is brought to you by Gamefly. Go to gamefly.com/genius for your free trial membership. And GoDaddy.com. It's like your science class on crack. This is Revision 3's Joe Genius. Hey there, it's me, Jonah Ray, bringing you another explosive episode of Joe Genius, where backyard science goes big time. Today, it's all about flaming metal and fire. So in the name of Ronnie James Dio, let's get this episode going. The intensity you see in that flame is all thanks to lithium metal and a little H2O. This one, however, shows potassium reacting in water. Lithium and potassium are both alkali metals, and they have one thing in common. They each have only one valence electron, which of course is the outermost shell of an atom. That one electron is a real annoyance, so alkali metals react with almost anything to get rid of it. They especially like to react with oxygen, leading to some explosive results. Now let's jump on over to magnesium. It's in the second column of the periodic table, meaning it has 2 electrons in its outer shell. It doesn't react quite as rapidly as the alkali metals, but as you'll see, it comes pretty darn close. Let's check out what it can do when it gets a little too hot under its molecular collar. This teacher shows us why we can't put out a magnesium fire with water. The burning metal actually reacts with water to make oxygen, fanning the flames of discontent. And hydrogen gas is very, very flammable. To put the fire out, you have to smother it with something like sand or dirt. Adding water or throwing a huge rock in it will only make it rage. Rage harder than a football player on steroids. This genius gets an award for making that magnesium fire go ballistic. You know, the Joe, you're lucky you didn't kill yourself award. Remember, only you can prevent your friends from throwing rocks in a chemical fire. Bottom line, these metals are so wild they'll react with anything they can find. Give them access to a lot of oxygen, and they'll burn furiously. All right, who's up for some rad explosions? Or as I like to call them, rad-splosions. Copyright. Backyards everywhere are turning into post-apocalyptic wastelands thanks to another flaming metal, thermite. It's made up of an iron oxide and aluminum powder. And it just ruined your little brother's favorite toy car. Good job, older brother. Thermite reactions can consume Matchbox cars for breakfast because they're incredibly exothermic. That means the chemical reactions release a tremendous amount of heat. Dave Kosnick from Illinois grabbed his Joe Genius buddies and headed to the lake. Not to fish or enjoy their favorite beverage, well, I'm sure they did that too, but his cooler was also packed with a pound of thermite. Staple for any lake party, right? Directions: unpack, put on lake, add some fire, and watch it glow. It's time to talk about our sponsor, Gamefly. Gamefly is the largest online video game rental service that offers you a choice from over 7,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at $15.95 a month, Gamefly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them as long as they like. There are no late fees or due dates, and shipping's always free. Once you're done playing a game, you can send it back and Gamefly will send you the next one on your list. If you really like the game you're playing, simply click on Keep It on the Gamefly website, and the game is yours at a discounted price. Gamefly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. Do you have friends that'll do that? Probably not. Joe Genius fans get a 15-day free trial when they go to gamefly.com/genius. Be one and go to gamefly.com. Now let's head over to Chem Lab and see what's a-cooking.
Ya está el alumino.
What the f***? Throw it off your hands, throw it off your hands! I want to burn through the glove. Keep blowing, keep blowing. What the just happened?
Now, we all experimented with different chemicals when we were in high school. I won't elaborate on my own, but let's just say I never got as close to burning down the school as these guys did. Good thing he was wearing that lab coat, because I'm sure the only thing that can stop 1400-degree aluminum is a nice polycotton blend. All right, here's what happened. The explosion was caused by the rapid decrease of the temperature of the liquid metal, creating an air pocket. Only in the world of Joe Genius will young scientists get an A+ for their experiment not going as planned. You guys are getting the Joe Effort Award. Better luck next time. Ah, yes, the science of making rainbows. Sans all that girly stuff like rain and sun. It's all about chemicals and fire and scars and going to the hospital and talking to your friends about it. This next contraption out of Korea is a high-flying Technicolor dream.
Very dramatic version of the flame test demonstration here. First we have alcohol burning blue, then we have some barium chloride with the barium ions burning a yellow, a dirty yellow color. Then we have boron being green, strontium giving us the crimson red color. Next is calcium giving us the orange. Not showing up very well here in the next one, but the red tints inside of that orange there's some impurities there. That is lithium. Next we have sodium giving us a characteristic yellow flame. Then we have copper with its green color. And finally potassium with the purple or lilac shade.
All right, that experiment was a bit too controlled for me. Let's get a bit more explodey with Chris from Georgia and his homemade smoke bombs.
Are you recording? Wow!
Look at it, it's still purple over there.
It's like Saigon, dude. That's cool.
It's going to take a while to get started.
There you go.
So this backyard bomb maybe didn't go to plan, but it creates a fierce flame. Wait for it. Wait for it.
You went a bit wrong.
I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, GoDaddy. Are you looking to drive viewers to your video content? Then get a .tv domain name and stand out from the crowd. TV domains are perfect for podcasters, video bloggers, anyone with anything to say, really. And they're all available now at GoDaddy.com. And remember, you can download GoDaddy's free iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry app to order right from your phone or manage your current account. Check out revision3.com/GoDaddy for a list of all the amazing GoDaddy deals from Revision 3. Also, type in Genius8 and get 10% off any order. Be a genius. GoDaddy.com. Okay, it's that time to see what explosive backyard science project is the bestest of the bestest. We used our high-tech vote tabulating system that doesn't exist, and we have a winner. We give the coveted Joe Genius Award to Dave Kosnick and his thermite on a frozen lake. Hopefully the fire in this award will keep him warm and snuggly on a winter's night. Spontaneous explosions, towering flames, and elements on fire, all in one episode? There's no limit to the backyard fun to be had in the name of Joe Genius Science. All right, that's all for now. I'm Jonah Ray, and I'm gonna go set the periodic table for dinner, before my mom gets home. See you later. Joe Genius is brought to you in part by the National Science Foundation.